Hello students, we are going to start one more wow session of wow. वीक ऑफ वर्कशॉप का एक और सेशन हम लोग स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं टुडे a student, our alumni, Ujjwal Gehlot is with us. Ujjwal Gehlot is the alumni of 2011. 2001 से 2011 तक हमारे यहाँ स्टडी की मीन नर्सरी टू 10th हमारे स्टूडेंट्स थे वो। आईआईटी रुड़की से उन्होंने 2014 से 2018 तक बीटेक किया। एक ब्रिलियंट स्टूडेंट स्टार्टिंग से ही नहीं थे वो, लेकिन बाद में अपने आप को उन्होंने पॉलिश किया और इतने ब्रिलियंट स्टूडेंट हो गए कि आईआईटी रुड़की 2014 से 18 करने के बाद में नाउ ही इज परस्यूइंग एमबीए फ्रॉम आईआईएम अहमदाबाद। आईआईएम आप सब जानते हैं एक रिनोव्ड नेम है, एक बहुत बड़ी बात है। जिस तरह से आईएएस एक बहुत बड़ी डिग्री होती है, उस तरह से आईआईएम मैनेजमेंट का आईएएस है, बहुत बड़ा इंस्टीट्यूट है और सबसे बड़ा इंस्टीट्यूट है शायद आईआईएम में। उससे अभी वो एमबीए कर रहे हैं। तो आज उज्जवल अपने व्यूज शेयर करेंगे आपके सामने अबाउट द करियर गाइडेंस, क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आपको आ सकती है। और ये कंप्लीटली इंटरेक्टिव सेशन है। ऑल्दो उज्जवल हमारे साथ यहाँ नहीं है, इसलिए वो स्कूल में नहीं आ सकते, लेकिन वो वहीं से ही आईआईएम से ही आपको एड्रेस करेंगे। और कुछ क्वेश्चंस भी स्टूडेंट्स के डायरेक्ट हमने उनके थ्रू पोस्ट किए हैं और उन्हीं क्वेश्चंस को वो सॉल्व करते हुए आपके करियर गाइडेंस, आपका करियर गाइडेंस करेंगे। ओके।
Hello, I am Aviraj from class 9. Please throw some light on how we can prepare ourselves for our bright future.
Hello, I am Riva Sharma from class 8. Bhaiya, please tell me why computer subject play an important role in our curriculum.
I am Chaitri Sharma from class 9th. Bhaiya, please tell us how to improve our academic performance.
Okay, right. So, hello everyone. I'm Ujjwal Gehlot. I'm currently pursuing my MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. So yeah, I am also attending online classes like most of you guys. And before IMA, I worked at this US-based consulting firm called ZS Associates in Pune for 2 years. And before my work, I completed my engineering, my BTech from IIT Roorkee. Graduated in 2018 from IIT Roorkee. And I studied at Central Academy from 2001 to 2011 for almost 10 years and really enjoyed my school days. Used to play handball during school, cricket during school. So yeah, it was a great experience at Central Academy. And in terms of my academic qualifications, so I cleared ITJ in 2014, then CAT in 2020. And I think probably that's the reason I'm here talking to you guys. So today I would like to share my experiences and some learnings over the years. Um, so when I was asked to speak to you guys regarding career guidance or career counseling, so I wasn't sure what I was going to talk to you about. So the way I thought about it, the way I've structured it is like, what were few things which I wish I had known when I was in school. So today I will give you majorly just three main advices, which I wish someone had told me during my school days. So these three advices are: number one, related to communications; number two, related to computer education; and number three is academics. So yeah, we'll see one by one, right? So the first thing which I want to talk to you about is the importance of communication in life. So communication is the probably the most important skill that you need in life, no matter which field you choose after your 10th, no matter which career you choose after 12th, be it science, maths, commerce, arts, no matter which profession you choose. If there is one skill that that is most important, then that skill is communication. Now, when I say communication, you guys need to understand that it's not just talking to each other in English. It's much bigger than that. So, like, firstly, communication is not language specific, but because over the years, English has become the common mean of uh, sharing ideas in the world. So, in general, when I say communication, so yeah, it means that you should be good at English and along with other languages as well. So, in terms of communication, so firstly, you should the first thing that you need to learn is the grammar itself, the theory which you learn over the years in school. So I think for that, the kind of books that we use in school are good enough. It's just that instead of mugging those concepts in school, you should try to practice that in class itself. Whatever you learn in books, try to practice that in class. So that's one. The other thing is, when I say communication, is public speaking. So I would like to encourage all of you guys to take part in various cultural events that happen in school whenever we return to normalcy. Of course, this year is little different, but I would really encourage you guys to talk to you in groups as well, and also in front of larger audience. So that's one. And I tell you, I've seen job descriptions where the only skill that the job needed was that person should be good at English communicate in communication in general. So that's the kind of importance that English has or communication has. So, and basically, when I say there, when I say communication, there are two types, right? Both verbal, spoken English, and written English. So, in terms of verbal English, of course, you will become better at it by more and more practice. And in terms of written English, so that is also a really really important part of communication. So you will be writing emails uh, or letters uh, once you move out of school. So for that, I would really encourage you to maintain a diary where you can write your thoughts daily, and that will help you learn the communication over the years. So it won't happen immediately, but slowly you will become better at it. And what I have heard is like you guys also have this textbook in English in school regarding communication. So I would please take that textbook seriously, and that's one book which will be most important to you once you move out of school. The next thing which I want to talk to you about is the importance of computer education. So when I was at your age, so during the summer vacations, I did couple of these computer crash courses in summers, and at that time I was not very sure uh, whether what I'm doing is actually important or not. But what I've seen after that in job in colleges, so this is the second most important thing which I want you to focus while you all guys are in school. So basically, if I tell you my experience, so my whole job was totally based on computers. Even though I did my engineering from mechanical department, but in the actual job, not just for me, a lot of my friends also did the same. The job was totally dependent on computers. So um, so I would really encourage you guys to learn as much as possible in terms of computer education. And if I have to be little more specific, so the most important thing that you guys need to learn is MS Office, of course. So these three things: MS Word, MS Excel, and MS PowerPoint. So in your life you will be using MS Word for all the documentation purposes. Whenever you will be making any report, any document, so you will be using MS Word for that. So yeah, try to learn that. In terms of Excel, in my case it was the most important thing that I use. So Excel is basically a very powerful calculator. So like a lot of jobs these days, and it's not just related to science. So in terms of science, you need these Excel to maintain your data, your records. In commerce as well, a lot of these uh, accounting statements, let's say, you'll be using, some of you might be using Excel for maintaining those accounting statements. So it's not just very field specific. No matter which field you go, you'll be needing Excel and Word as well. And third thing is MS PowerPoint. So PowerPoint is basically used for making presentations and like presenting in front of others. So that's the third thing that I would ask you to learn while you're in school. So once you become senior in job or even in college, so a lot of your job work will depend just PowerPoint, just writing your ideas on a PowerPoint in a decent way and presenting in front of other people. So here your skills in PowerPoint will come, and was what I've asked you earlier, to focus on public speaking. Both of these two skills will come together, and that will create an impact. Now in school, we have, I think, a decent lab in school, and we have really good teachers, and the textbooks are also really good. I don't know how it happens right now, but at our time, like, uh, we did not consider computer as an important subject, and that's why I'm telling you this to you guys, because for in my case it came from my parents, because they didn't know that computer is that important a subject. But in your case, I think currently everyone knows the importance of it. So I would just like to again remind you guys, so while you're in school, please focus on this one subject as well. Right. And the third thing I want to talk to you about is the importance of academics. So, a lot of times, people, especially students, have reached out to me, and the question was like, how important is 10th board or 12th board? How much marks should we get? So, so let me tell you guys, even before that. So, when I was in school, so at first I was not that good a student till class 7th. um, so I was like we had a class of 30 students, and I used to be ranked around 15, 17. And the primary reason was like I was not very attentive in class. I feel that was the primary reason, and that used because of that I was not able to study even at the last moment, because I didn't have proper notes, proper classroom notes and all. So after that, I corrected this mistake after class 7, and within a year from, I remember in the quarterly exams of class 7, my rank was around 17 out of 30. And in, I think, quarterly exam of class 8th or something, I was among top 3 of my class. So uh, the first thing is, people who feel they are not that good at academics, I would, let me tell you, it's not that tough. Getting decent scores in school or in any exam is not that tough. All you need to do is be attentive in class and just be regular. Whatever is being taught in school, just keep following it. And now coming back to like the board exams. So firstly, let me tell you, it's very important. Both 10th and 12th exams, the marks are very important. So in many cases, so these top engineering colleges in India, they have these eligibility criterias where you need a minimum of 70%, 75%. So in case of engineering colleges, it's not that high. It's 70, 75%, in many cases 60% as well. So you need to get a decent score in boards so that you are eligible for these top engineering colleges. And in terms, if some of you want to do MBA after that, after maybe 12th or after a few years, so a lot of top MBA colleges, for all practical purposes, their eligibility criteria is 80, 85%. So basically, uh, if I have to answer how much score is necessary or is good at 10th board, there's no fixed answer. Score as much as you as you can. You're right. So score as much as you can. So there's no limit that scoring 70% is enough, scoring 75% is enough. Score as much as you can in 10th, both 10th and 12th class. And the other thing is, if I when while I'm talking about the importance of these 10th and 12th exams, so your mark sheets for both 10th and 12th, it will be used as um, it will be used whenever you will be applying for anything. They will be asking your mark sheet 10th and 12th. So in many cases it is used as a proof of your identity or address proof or the whatever. So it looks good that the document that you're producing to any organization, you have decent scores on it, right? So I would really ask, like, to all the people who are in class 9 to class 10th. I understand this year is different, so I'm not sure how they are going to organize boards this year, but whatever way it is, uh, focus on your studies. People who are in class 9th, this suggestion to you is for next year. And people who are in 11th and 12th, so especially people who are in 12th class, so 12th, especially 12th, is the major important one out of 10th and 12th. So because in the 12th class is a specialized class, till class 10th you have this general list of subjects which all students study, right? And after 10th you do specialization in one particular field. So whenever you will go for any specialization after 12th, they will consider mm, 12th more than 10th. So focus more on your board exams. And to people who are in 11th, again, what I my experience is a lot of concepts in class 12th are dependent on what you learn in class 11th. uh, Even the JE preparation is like that. So it's not that uh, you can study only in class 12th and you can get good scores in class 12th. No, your marks in class 12th will also be dependent on how much you study in class 11th as well. So yeah, you should also focus on your whatever subjects you are being taught in the school.
Hello, myself Pranay Sharma from class 9th. My question is that parents always insist us to take science and maths. Then what is the relevance of taking other subject taught in school?
So these were my three main advices to you guys. Number one, improve your communication skills, both oral communication and written communication, and that you can do by participating in different cultural activities, in debate competitions, in public speaking, any kind of competition that happen in school, and even you can stand and speak in front of your other classmates. These are difficult times, these are different times. We are currently all studying remotely, even I'm studying remotely right now, but still in group video chats you guys can try to contribute, and that way you can improve your oral communication skills. And by written communication skills, for written communication skills, try to follow the textbooks and try to maintain a diary so that your skills get improved. That was the first advice that I have for you guys. The second one was computer education. So try to follow whatever is being taught in school and practice it. That's the most important thing. I remember I was taught all these MS Office in school, but because I didn't practice them enough, I had to learn them again when I went to engineering college. So if you are in practice, I think you will learn enough in school. The textbooks are good enough. We have decent teachers, so just follow them and keep practicing. And the third thing is, of course, the academics. You cannot rule out the importance of academics. And while I'm talking about academics, again want to remind you guys that each subject is important. uh, there's no way that one subject is more important than other, uh, especially till class 10. So while your marks are calculated in class 10th or even in class 12th, each subject has equal weightage. All the subjects are graded, I think, out of 100. So uh, like the if if I take example English, of course I mentioned that the importance of English, then importance of mathematics. So people who are in till class 10th, mathematics is just one subject till class 10th. But once you move to class 11th or 12th, the whatever you learn in mathematics, it will come in other subjects as well. So you will have these, a majority of physics is based on numericals, and for that you need a decent mathematic background. Even mathematics will be useful in chemistry as well. And for people in commerce, of course, uh, you need to be good at mathematics, and you can be good at mathematics. So in my case, as I mentioned, till 7th class, I remember in the quarterly exam of class 7th, I got 13 out of 30, 13 out of 30 marks in my quarterly exam in mathematics. And the reason I used to get low marks till class 7th was a lot of my basic concepts were not clear by then. So in my case, if I take the example, I remember I didn't know how to take LCMs in class 7, and I didn't know how to take square roots or cube roots. And once I identified that there are some basic concepts which I don't know, I learned them separately, and that basically helped me improve my overall scores in mathematics and become good at mathematics. So people who feel they are not that good at mathematics, so just try to identify which are few basic concepts that you are not good at, and try to learn them separately if they are not taught in school. So, and by doing that you can improve your mathematics. Science, of course, people who will take science after class 10th, it is very important, of course. But even people who don't take science after class 10th, so this is just fundamental. Science is very fundamental subject, right? It's about how the world works, how the earth works. So I think everyone should be aware of the basics of science which we are taught in school. Hindi, of course, uh, it's our national language, right? Not officially, but yeah, it's a national language. So basically we should be good at English Hindi communication as well. And the other subjects, social studies, so people who will go for public services after class 12, basically preparation of these uh, UPSC exams for IAS IPS purposes, a lot of your subjects will come from social studies. So you cannot roll out this subject while you are in school. A really important subject. And Sanskrit, of course, uh, you won't get many chance to learn Sanskrit after you graduate from school. So this is the chance for you to learn this third language. A lot of people don't. This will differentiate you from a lot of other people once you move out of school. If you know Sanskrit, you will be among the very few people out there who will know three languages. So focus on Sanskrit as well. So these were uh, all. The point I'm trying to make is all the subjects are important, and try to focus all equally on all subjects. And of course we have both class 10th and class 12th here, right? So just few advice for board exams. So I know this year is different. I don't know how they will be conducting the board exams, but whatever they do, try to treat board exams just as any regular exams which you have given in past years, right? uh, what my experience is, board exams are really overrated. There's no way that I know the scores are important, but the getting good scores in board is not difficult. If you do just your normal preparations which you do in school, you should get a decent scores in board as well. So I don't think that you need to do anything extra. Just do what your teacher says, and there's no need to do anything extra for board exams. And the last advice which I have for you guys is, while you are in school, try to play as much as you can any sport which you can follow in school or even outside school. So try to follow any sport that will help you keep yourself fit. And also, if you're fit, this will uh, basically help you in boosting your confidence, right? So try to play any one sport which you like.
हेलो सर, आई एम निखिल, आई एम इन 10th दिस ईयर। इसलिए मैं अपने और अपने दोस्तों की तरफ से आपसे पूछना चाहता है कि आप हमें प्लीज़ गाइड करेंगे। हमें बहुत कंफ्यूजन होता है कि हम 10th के बाद कौन सी फील्ड चुने, कौन से सब्जेक्ट ले, किस स्ट्रीम में जाए। तो इसके लिए आप हमें प्लीज़ गाइड करेंगे कि हमें 10th के बाद क्या करना चाहिए, कौन सी फील्ड चुननी चाहिए, कौन सा सब्जेक्ट लेना चाहिए और क्या करना चाहिए हमारे करियर के बारे में। इसके लिए आप हमें प्लीज़ गाइड करेंगे।
Right. So if I've got the question right, you're in class 10th and you want to decide what to do after class 10th. So before that, I would like to talk about, so there's this general process of taking any decision in life. It's not just specific to this question. any decision that you will take in life, there's a set process which you have to follow. So firstly, you have to think about all the alternatives that are available to you. What are the options that are available to you? You try to gather as much knowledge as possible for each option, and then you think which option will take you to your end goal. That's how you make your decision, right? So now coming on to your question, so firstly, if you're in class 10, I don't think you should worry about the career option from now. You should focus on your board exams. But if I have to talk about the uh, decision of making a which stream to opt after class 10, so there are few things which there are few mistakes which I've seen people making over the years. So mistake number one is that uh, students are not aware enough when they have to basically when they have to decide which career option to opt for. So for example, if you are, let's say you just cleared your 10th class, and you for let's say you have to choose between science and commerce, you should know, right, what exactly you'll be studying in science, what career options will be there, and if you opt for science, and what will happen if you take commerce. Without knowing this, you cannot make this decision that whether you should choose science, commerce, arts, or any other field. So I think that hard work a lot of students don't do. They just go to other people and ask for advice, which is the second mistake that I've seen people making over the years. Your career, which field you want to make a career in, that's your decision, right? No one can tell you that you should do this, you should take science, you should take commerce, you should go for engineering, you should go for medical. These are your life decisions and you should take it. So this is the second mistake which I've seen people making, that they go to some experts or some seniors or whatever, and they ask for their advice, and whatever they tell these students to do, these students blindly follow that. So that I don't think anyone should do. It's your decision. You should make your conscious decision. So in a nutshell, if you're in class 10, focus on your board exams right now. And second thing, not just specific to your question, whenever you meet any senior now, any senior, maybe 1 2 year senior, or maybe a very experienced person, just try to understand their life experience. What choices did they make? What exactly did they do in their career? And are they happy about it or not? So if you talk to many people like that, you will be basically be more aware about all the options that are there out there.
Hello, I am Dikshanta from the class 11th. Give me some tips for the JEE exam.
So I appeared for J in 2014, and a lot of things have changed since then in terms of pattern of exam. But what has not changed is the syllabus. So the preparation, I think, remains the same. If I have to briefly tell you all about the exam, so it's an entrance exam for engineering colleges in India, and the exam is based on three subjects: chemistry, physics, and mathematics. And in terms of syllabus, so it covers the physics, chemistry, mathematics of both class 11th and class 12th. Now coming on to how to prepare. So firstly, you need to realize that NCRT books are not enough for JEE preparation. You need other JEE specific material for the preparation. In NCRT books, you can find concepts, but you won't find questions based on application of those concepts. So, and those kind of questions are basically asked in JEE. So, in terms of preparation, so the best material to refer is you can follow the study material of any JEE coaching. I won't take any specific name. You can take the material of any coaching. All are more or less same. And in terms of other books, so for physics we have these really good books, these two, HC Verma, it's called HC Verma. HC Verma is basically a professor in IT Kanpur, and there are two books, one for class 11th physics and one for class 12th physics. You can refer those. In terms of mathematics, you can start with solving RD Sharma, but that won't be enough for JEE. So but for starters, you can solve RD Sharma. And in chemistry, so for inorganic and organic, NCRTs are really good. So you need to mug up all the NCRT chapters. For physical, there's this book called Problems in Physical Chemistry by N. Avasthi. You can try that. And along with these, you can also try looking at the previous year's JEE papers. So that will give you a good idea of what kind of questions are basically asked in JEE.
Hello, I'm Bhumika Thavani from class 12th Commerce. Bhaiya, I'm not interested in CA. Then what to do after 12th? SC opted Commerce.
Right. So I think a lot of people don't realize this, that commerce is not just about CA. There are a lot of other options which you have in commerce field. To name a few, you can prepare for banking along with your BCom. You can prepare for CS or ICWA. You can prepare for CAT to pursue MBA, which I also did after my engineering. And you can also choose teaching as a profession with any subject in commerce field. Uh, I really think that teaching is a very underrated profession, and more people need to realize that teaching is a good profession. So, and this is not at all the exhaustive list of the career options which you have in commerce. There are many more other options which even I am not aware of. So, I would really advise you to talk to people who are into commerce field for more than 5 or 7 years. And I would not advise you to talk to your immediate seniors, because in many cases even they are not the best people to advise, to guide you. So talk to someone who is experienced to understand their perspective, and they will tell you what more options are there in commerce field.
थैंक्स फॉर योर नाइस सजेशन. डेफिनेटली बहुत अच्छे सजेशंस थे आपके गाइडेंस के लिए. कई सारे आंसर्स आपने दिए. 10th के बाद क्या सब्जेक्ट लें, 10th के बाद क्या सब्जेक्ट लें और क्यों लें, इंपॉर्टेंस. और कॉमर्स मींस नॉट सीए. जब कॉमर्स लेते हैं तो यही लगता है कि हमें सीए करना है, लेकिन आपने बहुत अच्छे से उसे एक्सप्लेन किया कि कॉमर्स का मतलब केवल सीए ही नहीं है. जी एग्जाम्स की प्रिपरेशन कैसे करनी चाहिए, इन सारी इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए उज्जवल बहुत बहुत आभारी रहेंगे हम लोग आपका. थैंक्स. थैंक्स अ लॉट उज्जवल फॉर योर नाइस सजेशन.